Consala asks, why are some words in English spelled differently in Canada and the US? A great question. And particularly a great question for us here at Cozy Grammar, because of course, Cozy Grammar was born in Canada, and but also encompasses the way English is used not only in Canada and not only in the United States and not only in North America more generally, but also is interested in how English is used around the world. And the difference between some words, the spelling of some words in American English and Canadian English, has to do with the connection between Canada and the United Kingdom and British English, because there's a closer political connection, closer history between Canada and the UK and Britain, so that some of the spellings that have been retained in Canadian English have the British flavor to them. So, for instance, spelling a word color with an O-U-R at the end, whereas in the United States, that had a more antagonistic relationship to Britain and to British English, changed its spellings partly as a way to distinguish itself from British English. So for the word color, instead of C-O-L-O-U-R, it became C-O-L-O-R. And this was part of Noah Webster, who created the Webster Dictionary, part of his streamlining, as he saw it, of the English language and the English spellings. So another way to answer your question is to say that we can see in the spellings of words the the history of language itself, the history of different English-speaking countries, for instance. And so if you're interested in this sort of thing, I would encourage you to perhaps get a book written by and published in Canada and compare it with a book that was written and published in the United States, and just see, where are these differences? What exactly are the differences? How did they affect you as a reader? And then you might even get a book that was written and published in the United Kingdom, in the UK, and see there and see, how is it simply the case that Canadian English always follows British usage, or maybe there's some differences there, and that can serve as a doorway to you to exploring the differences in how English is used in different places around the world.